Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 28th January 2024. So first of all, we are going to take PDF of Hindu and we are going to pick out the important articles. Okay, and we are going to connect with our different subjects, and as well as we are going to see the different dimensions that you have to think while reading this current affairs. So all these things are clearly said in this class. So watch this class until last so that you will be getting lots of insights regarding how to read this current affairs. Okay, so this is a front page, and now let us see the first important article. And today is Sunday and many students, they have tendency to skip the Sunday's newspaper. So please don't skip the Sunday's newspaper. You can cover important current affairs from science and technology and as well as environment and ecology in the Sunday's newspaper. So please do not skip this Sunday's newspaper. Yeah, so the first important article here is India-France agree on surveillance ties. So even in yesterday's class, we discussed about this topic. So what happened in our Republic Day celebrations? We invited France. Right, so in that context, we have a lot of agreements between India and France. So we discussed in yesterday's class about the agreements regarding the different fields. And also in yesterday's class, we discussed about the areas of cooperation between India and France. And even we discussed about why France is important for India. Right. So now here in this class, we are going to see so what are the surveillance ties between India and France? And even we have to see what are the challenges between India and France relations. So now let us see some dimensions that you have to see from this article point of view. This article is talking about India-France relations. So it is talking about India-France relations. So here you have to see map of France. Especially you have to see it is sharing boundary with which water bodies, and as well as countries. It is sharing boundary with which countries or water bodies. So this is the first thing. And you have to see recent developments. Second one is recent developments between India and France. And next important one is which are the areas of cooperations. Which are the areas of cooperation between India and France? And you have to see what are the challenges and even why France is important. So what is the significance? Okay, so we are going to see map in this class and recent developments we are going to see, and this areas of cooperation and the significance part we have studied in yesterday's class, that is 27/1/2024. So if you have not seen the studies class, and this is the first topic that we discussed in yesterday's class, so go back to yesterday's class for this areas of cooperation significance, and again we are going to see the challenges. So this article is important from GS paper 2 under international relations and even GS paper 3 under security point of view and even economy point of view, etc. And even from science and technology also it is very important because we are getting lots and lots of defense equipment from this France. So these all are the dimensions that you have to see from this article. Is it clear? So if you are getting how to read, or if you are understanding current affairs, what is going around you, and if you are understanding how to prepare current affairs for any competitive examination through this analysis. So if you want to thank me for this type of initiative, and if you want to wish this current affairs should be long live, Yes, hit the like button and do share this class with your friends. Okay, I am asking only one thing, just a like button. Okay, not more than that, and even you can share this video to your friends as well, so that the reach of this class will be increased. Okay, so that's it. And now let us move on. Here you can see one more article, that is Central grants Z plus security to Kerala governor after he says police being lax about his protection. So this article is talking about protection or the security. It's talking about security of important personalities. For example, prime ministers, chief ministers, governor, okay, Supreme Court judges, etc. So here what is the issue? So if you see here, we have levels of government. Like we have central government, we have state government, and at bottom we have local government. Yes or no? So this is the issue which is talking about state government level. In state government we have nominal head and real head. So nominal will be governor and real will be CM, who is headed with this council of ministers. So there is an issue which is going on between governor and chief minister in the state of Kerala. So because of this, now governor is saying that he is not getting protection from state police forces. Okay, as you all know that governor is the central government agent. He is central government agent in state. And what is the role of this governor? So governor plays a very important role, and he is acting as a central government agent in the state, and he will ensure the proper functioning of constitution or constitutional machinery in the state. So if that so-and-so governor, if he is giving the report to government, like whenever there is breakdown of constitution machinery, then president he or she can impose president's rule under Article 356 of Indian Constitution. Okay, so because of this, governor plays a very important role. So this is about some background. And what is the thing here? So now central government offered Z plus security to this governor. So here you have to know about different types of security categories that are present in India and who are the persons included in that security. So that is very, very important. And this topic is important from GS paper 2 from polity and even from GS paper 3 under security and defense. Okay, so these are some important dimensions that you have to think from this article point of view. And now let us move on. Here you can see one important topic, that is Kashmiri shawl sellers see dip in business as online shopping platforms eat to their sales. So this article is talking about Pashmina shawls. So they are very, very costly shawls. Okay. So here winter has heralded the entry of Kashmiri shawl sellers in Delhi for several decades. Okay, here you have to know about this Kashmiri shawls. So what are the dimensions that you have to think? So this article is talking about Kashmiri shawls. Or it is talking about Pashmina shawls, Kashmiri shawls or Pashmina shawls. So here you have to see some important features of this shawls. So one thing I want to share here is, don't think that I am confused. So actually when I was starting my preparation for this UPSC, suddenly on one day I got this Pashmina shawls in the news. So at that time I suffered for more than 2 years to understand how to read this current affairs. So one day when I was reading this newspaper, so I came up with this pashmina shawls, and I thought that I have to purchase it at any cost. And later on, within no matter of seconds, so I opened my mobile phone and I typed this pashmina shawls online. And after once I saw the price, I thought that in my life I will never purchase this shawl, at least once in my life. So the cost is very, very high. It will be around 80,000. So 16,000 to 80,000 rupees of price is there for a single pashmina shawl. Okay, so that much costly it was. Okay, so if you see here, you have to know the features, and we are getting wool from which animal, so that is very important. And recently this pashmina shawls is in use because of substandard quality. So these are some important things that you have to remember from this article point of view. And now if you move on, yes, in this news page you can see very important articles. Again, what happened? Again the attack which has happened in this Gulf of Aden. So Navy team helps bring fire under control on oil tanker hit by Houthi missile in Gulf of Aden. So this article is talking about attack on ships. So this issue which is going on, yes or no? So this issue is related to Israel-Palestine issue. So Palestinians are supported by Hamas. So this Hamas belongs to Yemen. And these people, they are getting support from Iran. And now Iran wants to control this Red Sea. So even though it is not sharing directly boundary with this Red Sea, but it is using Iran and Hamas to control this Red Sea. And especially whenever these merchant vessels, they are moving in this Red Sea, so they are being attacked by this, Hamas. No, it is Houthis, not Hamas. So Hamas are from Palestinians. Houthis are from Yemen. So these Houthis, they started attacking these merchant vessels which are present in this Red Sea region, which are passing through this Red Sea. And especially how they are attacking. So it is very important. So they are attacking by using drones and also anti-ship submarines. They are using anti-ship missiles and they are using the drones and they are attacking these ships. So why it is again in news? So they used this thing and they started again attacking the ship. So because of this, Indian Navy came into picture. So because of this, Indian Navy came into picture and it rescued this attack. So because of this is in news, and you can see here, this is anti-ship ballistic missile had been launched by Iran-backed Houthi militants in Gulf of Aden. And what happened? This ship has been attacked, and finally Indian Navy team helped and to bring the situation under control. So this is very important. And next topic here is Digi Yatra registration should be voluntary. So here you have to know about some key facts regarding this scheme. That is about what is this Digi Yatra. So whenever any scheme which is in use, that will be very important from your prelims and as well as from your mains. So if you are talking about this Digi Yatra, you have to see some important features. You have to see some important features of this scheme, and also you have to see implementation by which ministry, and what is the significance. So all these things are very, very important, and there is a chance of getting question from your prelims and also from your mains. This topic is important from GS paper 2 under governance. Okay, so this is very, very important. And if you move on, you can directly move on to the science page today. Yes, in this science page, I found some articles which are very much relevant. That is carbon emissions from oil sands underestimated. So actually what happened, the new study which found that total gaseous organic carbon concentrations in air over at Hampshire oil sands, so where they are present, they are located in this Canada, which suggested that, so there are traditional methods which we are using for estimating the pollution that can severely underestimate emissions. They are not giving the absolute data. So aircraft based measurements, they reveal that total gaseous organic carbon emissions from oil sands operations exceed industry reported values. So whatever the emissions that are coming from this oil sands is very, very high compared to that of industry. Emissions from both surface mining operations and extraction from deeper in situ deposits of bitumen, they were studied under this study. So here the study says that whenever we are going for measuring of emissions by using these traditional methods, so they are underestimating the data. So because of this, we can go for using of aircraft based measurements that will really reveal the data regarding this gaseous organic carbon emissions from oil sand operations. So this is the thing which mainly said. And here you can see one more important topic. So this is about invasion of non-native species can lead to ecosystem shift. Okay, so this article is saying about invasive species. Non-native means nothing but invasive or foreign species. Invasive or the foreign species. It says that at a Kenyan conservancy, the invasive big-headed ant species disrupted a mutualism between native ants and acacia trees. Okay, in which the native ants protected the trees from the grazers in exchange for a place to live. Where invasive ants, they pushed out the native ants, and now the trees were left vulnerable to overgrazing by elephants who browsed and broke trees at 5 to 7 times the rate in the areas with invasive ants. Due to more open landscape, lions were left without hiding places, stalked their preferred prey of zebras. Yes, here you can understand what this invasive ants done. Yes, now let us see about this invasive species. It is a very important concept. It is talking about invasive species. So now let us try to understand the story here. So here we have trees. Okay, so here trees and native ants. So they are living together, and whenever they are living together, it is benefit for both. So this concept is called as mutualism. Okay, so they are living together and it is benefiting both trees and native ants. So trees are getting protection. Ants are getting shelter to live. Okay, so in this way, whenever they are coming together, so it is helping both. And even without anyone, it cannot be living, right? So what happened now in middle? Invasive ants came. So whenever this invasive ants, they are taking or residing inside near this tree here, so they are expelling this native ants out. Okay, so they are expelling this native ants out. So because of this, invasive ants, they are not attacking. So they are not attacking elephants. Because of this, elephants now they are having this overgrazing. They are going for overgrazing. And even so, these elephants are going for brokening of trees. They are going for brokening of trees. So this is one problem. So because of this brokening of trees, even other animals which used to hide on these trees, they are not getting shelter. For example, lions. Okay, so here because of this invasive ants it came, so it is affecting this native ants. It is affecting the trees and as well as other animals which are taking shelter on these trees. So here in this context you have to know what is this invasive species. You have to know what is this invasive species, and you have to see some examples of this invasive species. And not only examples, you have to see one more interesting thing. Okay, what is this invasive species? What are the examples of this invasive species? And you have to see why they are surviving. Or you can see like what are the characteristics. You have to see like what are the characteristics of this invasive species. So all these things are very, very important. And this topic is important from your environment and ecology, which comes under GS paper 3. Clear? Yeah. And now let us move on to very important article of the day, that is minimal radioactive discharges from Indian nuclear plants, says one study. Okay, so actually here one study was done near this radioactive or this nuclear power plants in India, and they took the samples, they collected the samples, and these samples they were taken at the radius of 30 kilometers of each nuclear plant, and they went for studying of this radioactive discharges, and the concentration of this fission products beyond 5 kilometer radius is very, very less, and even minimum detectable activity is seen. Okay, so here if you see this infographic which says that minimal public doses underscore the safe operation of Indian nuclear power plants. So with this study we can say that Indian power plants are working well, and even there is minimal nuclear pollution. And radiological data of 20 years from 6 Indian nuclear power plants they were analyzed. Okay, and this study focused only on the concentrations of fission products and neutron activated nuclides values within 5 kilometers of each nuclear power plant. So they were monitored, and after this study we found they are insignificant. So fission product, noble gases, organ 41, radioiodine, particulate radionuclides, cobalt 60, strontium 90, cesium 137, tritium, they were released as gaseous waste. And the liquid discharge which consists of fission products of nuclides, radioiodine, tritium, strontium, cesium. Okay, so they are the even seen like products of cobalt 60 as well. And air particulates, the average radionuclides and the average iodine 131 activity concentration, they were below 1 mbq per cubic meters. Okay, so even in some rivers and lakes also the concentration is very, very less. So this is the thing which mainly studied. So here in this context you have to know some important dimensions. So this article we can connect with this topic called as energy. Okay, so we are talking about conventional energy, conventional energy sources and non-conventional energy sources. Okay, you have to see examples and you have to see advantages and disadvantages. And here you have to know about nuclear energy. So here you have to know some important concepts called as nuclear fission, and as well as nuclear fusion. You have to see like nuclear fission and nuclear fusion, and especially you have to see nuclear power plants in India. And even one topic which is seen in news, that is Fukushima. That is Fukushima power plant. And the water that is going to be discharged in the Pacific Ocean. So because of this, there are lots of concerns regarding this radioactive pollution in this water. So from that point of view also we can connect this topic. So here this article is important from GS paper 3 under science and technology, and even from environment and ecology point of view. Clear? So these are the very important articles that appear now today's Hindu newspaper. Now let us see notes. Okay, so if you want to get these notes, you can download this notes from Telegram channel, and even I posted UPSC syllabus in yesterday. Okay, so along with the yesterday's notes, I also posted UPSC syllabus, and if anyone wants to take this syllabus, you can join the Telegram channel. Link is given in description box. And one more thing here is, we started this answer writing course. It is daily answer writing course for 2025, and even it is helpful for 2026. So try to join this course. Many of you are beginners, right? So whenever you are starting your preparation, on that day onwards, you have to focus on mains answer writing. So it is not like you have to think like after completion of reading standard books or after completion of prelims I will be starting. So it is not the right approach for sure. So 100%, believe me. So whenever you are having the good answer writing skills, then no one or any force on this earth will stop you to see your name in the final list. So no one can stop. So if you are having the good answer writing skills, good handwriting speed, and to concise the content into a short. So that skills that you will be learning in this answer writing practice. So answer writing skills that you will be not getting by just overnight. It is not like that. If you want to get the knowledge, yes, you can sit for 10 hours or 2 hours per day and you can get the knowledge. But if you are spending less time on this main answer writing, means you will be not getting this answer writing skills. You have to prepare daily on daily basis, and also you have to be consistent, and you have to start this answer writing preparation at least 1 to 1.5 years before your examination. So this mains is very, very important and crucial, right? So for that only you have to focus on this. And if you want to join this course, you can call me on this number 8074765513. And if you want to get the schedule, you can text me on WhatsApp so that I will be sending you the schedule, and you can have a look of the schedule. And we will be correcting your answers. There will be detailed evaluation along with feedback. And on every Monday, you will be having the live class from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So there we will be discussing your problem, one-to-one mentorship, and also live essay writing and as well as case study practice. So all things we will be doing there. So this course, it is very, very efficient to improve your answer writing skills. Okay, so try to join this. It is very, very useful. Okay, and now let us go back to the first article. So this first article, as I said, it is about India-France relations. Even in yesterday's class also we discussed that. Okay, so this article says that India and France, they have agreed to intensify their cooperation. So they want to increase their cooperation in Southwest Indian Ocean, and they want to go for joint surveillance missions. Okay, they want to go with joint surveillance missions. So now two countries, they also welcomed the progress in bilateral dialogue, and also they are focusing on identification of specific opportunities, and especially they are focusing on manufacture and export of defense equipment to the friendly nations or the friendly countries in the region. Okay, and they also came up with issuing of joint statement. Okay, joint statement regarding this surveillance. And actually the France, it is the first major Western military power with which India has conducted joint patrols with Indian Navy's P-8I maritime patrol aircraft, and has been deployed on French island territory, that is La Réunion. And also here both countries, they are coming towards each other for increased maritime neighborhood, and even they want to go for increasing of security and safety in this Indian Ocean region. And if you're talking about the challenges, as I said in yesterday's class, we discussed about the areas of cooperation and significance. So we had left with challenges, and we are going to discuss about these challenges. So if you have not watched yesterday's class, so please go and watch this yesterday's class. And I discussed this topic in the first, that is the first topic. So first one is absence of free trade agreement. So one important challenge between India and France is there is no free trade agreement between India and France. So because of this, it is impacting the deepening of India-France economic relations. And next one is there is also stalled progress in India-European Union broad-based trade investment agreement, that is BTA. Okay, so it is also one important thing between India and France relations. And next one is there is also trade imbalances and IPR issues. So there is a cause of concern for India because it is suffering trade imbalance. That means France, which is exporting more to India compared to that of Indian exports to France. Okay, so India also has been criticized by France for inadequate protection of intellectual property rights. Okay, so this is also one issue. And next one is there are many projects which had been stalled, that is like stalled Jaipur nuclear project, and even there is no cooperation, okay, no operationalization of negotiated projects. So this is one cause of concern. And this one is even there is a differences in geopolitical approaches. While France has openly criticized Russian invasion in Ukraine, India has taken a nuanced approach, and also France stand on China's BRI, so which is a contrast that is seen with India. Okay, so this is one important thing. And this one is there is also the issue of emerging of geopolitical scenario. So here the Middle East disturbances like Hamas-Israel war and Chinese aggressiveness in Indian Ocean, China's aggressive expansionist policy. Okay, and because of all these things, now there is a chances of returning of Donald Trump in USA. So there are the emerging geopolitical tensions in India-France relations. So if you see here map of France, so this red color part is France. So here it is sharing boundary with water bodies, like here we have North Atlantic Ocean, here we have Mediterranean Sea, and this is called as Bay of Biscay, and here we have English Channel. So through which countries it is sharing boundary? Here we have Spain, here we have Italy, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Germany and Belgium. So with these countries France is sharing boundary. Clear? And now let us move on to the next topic. It is regarding security status. So here Union Home Ministry directed Central Reserve Police Forces, that is CRPF, to provide Z+ security to Governor of Kerala. So in India, Government of India will be providing the security to some high risk individuals. Okay, so they will be giving the security by using the police and as well as local government. So individuals who will be getting the security blankets are President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Supreme Court and High Court judges, and service chiefs of Indian Armed Forces, governors of the states, and chief ministers and cabinet ministers. So those people, they will be getting the security. So if we are talking about the categories of security, we are having different categories. The first one is SPG, that is nothing but Special Protection Group. SPG is Special Protection Group. So it contains strength of security details, that is classified. Okay, that is provided to only current and former Prime Ministers of India and their immediate family members. And Z+ category, so it covers around 55 personals, including 10 plus NSG commandos plus police personals. And this one is Jet category, so it will be having 22 personals. So we have 4 or 5 NSG commandos and along with police personals. And Y category, it has a security cover of 11%. So we have 1 or 2 commandos and plus police personals. And X category, we have just 2 personals, no commando, only armored police personals. So this is about the security category in India. And let us see the next topic. It is about Somnath temple government. Gujarat government reaches over 150 huts behind Somnath temple. So here, if you are reading this medieval India, okay, so Muslims, they invaded India, right? And they invaded or they attacked the Somnath temple many times, and they plundered the wealth of the Somnath temple. Okay, so now let us see this topic, a mega anti-encroachment drive. A mega anti-encroachment drive was undertaken to clear around 3 hectares of land behind the Somnath temple in Gujarat's Gir Somnath districts, and that is belonging to the temple trust and state government. So in this temple trust lands and as well as state government lands, so encroachment is happening. That is, people are coming and they are building their colonies. So because of this, here anti-encroachment, anti-mega encroachment drive was undertaken to clear the ground. So if you're talking about some facts regarding the Somnath temple, so the Somnath temple is also called as Somanatha temple or Diyopatan. Okay, so where it is located in state of Gujarat. So it is one of the most sacred pilgrimage sites for Hindus. Okay, it is one of the most sacred pilgrimage sites for Hindus, and they believed it to be the first among the 12 Jyotirlingas. Okay, it is the first among the 12 Jyotirlinga shrines of Shiva. And actually this temple was constructed several times in the past after repeated destruction by several Muslim invaders and rurals. And next one here is, after India's independence, those ruins, they were demolished and the present Somnath temple was reconstructed at Maru Gujarat style of Hindu temple architecture. So these are very important. And next topic is about Gulf of Aden and Houthi missile attack on ships. So here we have to see some facts like regarding this Gulf of Aden. So a British oil tanker, the name of that tanker is MV Marilonda, so was hit by this anti-ship ballistic missile, and this missile launched by this Iran-backed Houthi militants, so where in Gulf of Aden. Okay, so now let us see where this Gulf of Aden is located. So I hope you can see the image, right? So this part is Red Sea, and here we have Bab el Mandab, and this is Gulf of Aden. So here we have countries like Eritrea, and we have Yemen. Okay, here we have Djibouti, Ethiopia, Somalia. Okay, so if you're talking about why this Gulf of Aden is important, so what is strategical importance of this Gulf of Aden? So here we have this Bab el Mandab Strait. So this strait, it is nothing but a narrow water channel which is connecting two big water bodies. So the strait at the Gulf southwestern tip is one of the world's busiest choke points. So it is one of the busiest choke points. So we can see around 13% of the global trade which passes through this, including oil shipments from Middle East also. And even it is one of the important trade route. So Gulf of Aden, which serves as a crucial maritime route, and this route which is connecting Indian Ocean with Red Sea and beyond. So because of this, it is very significant in international shipping passages. So if we're talking about socio-political significance of this Gulf of Aden, so we are having the issue of piracy. Piracy is nothing but hijacking, okay, in short. So the Gulf of Aden gained global attention due to piracy incidents, and even recently one ship had been hijacked and Indian Navy and Coast Guard rescued that ship. Right, so pirates are primarily from this area of Somalia, and you're targeting the vessels for ransom and promoting international naval patrols and security measures. And it is also very important for this geopolitical dynamics. So here the region's strategic location, which has led to geopolitical interest, and even there is increasing of tensions among the countries regarding the control, regarding the influence, and as well as access to this maritime trade routes. And next topic, it is about Digi Yatra. So it is very important, and we are going to see some facts. Okay, so here airports, they have been advised now to ensure that the registration of air travelers for this Digi Yatra should be voluntarily. Okay, should be voluntary. So if you're talking about what is this Digi Yatra, so it envisages that travelers who are passing through various checkpoints at the airport through paperless and contactless process. So just they will be using their facial features to establish their identity. Okay, so that will be linked to the boarding pass. So with this technology, entry of passengers would be automatically processed based on this facial recognition system at all checkpoints. For example, entry of the airports and also security check areas and aircraft boarding, etc. So if we're talking about implementation of this Digi Yatra, the project is being implemented by Digi Yatra Foundation, so which will comes under Ministry of Civil Aviation. And Digi Yatra Foundation, it is a joint venture company, and there are many shareholders like Airport Authority of India, Bangalore Airport, Delhi Airport, Hyderabad Airport, Mumbai Airport, Cochin International Airport. So what is significance if you are implementing this Digi Yatra? So facial recognition technology is beneficial. Okay, it makes flying more convenient, and even it will reduces the congestion and as well as congestion at these airports. And facial recognition system at various airports across the globe, including Dubai, Singapore, Atlanta, Narita in Japan, they help to bring in efficiency, and even that will be decreasing the cost of operations. And whenever we are going for this digitalizing, that will be helpful for improving of efficiency, and even that will be helpful for increasing of security standards, okay, which are absent in our current system. And with this Digi Yatra, India is setting a new global benchmark for seamless and even for hassle-free and health risk process at the airports. So all these are the advantages. And now we have this mains answering course, and if you are joining today or tomorrow, you will be having the class tomorrow evening. So try to join this course as soon as possible. And I will be showing you like where you can get the notes of this class. So you can get the notes of this class here in this Rathods IS classes Telegram channel. So join this channel so that you will be getting the notes. And I also uploaded this UPSC syllabus here, so you can download it here. And this is our YouTube channel, Rathods IS Academy. So please do subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is our website, Rathods IS Academy website. So here we are offering wide range of courses. Okay, so the price is very minimal. And if you are facing the problem with economy, you can see the watch the videos, demo videos by clicking this play course. And if you want to know the price, you can click on buy now. And the price of all these courses will be less than 3,000 rupees. So that it will be easily accessible for everyone. If you want to purchase a single module, you can purchase. And even we are coming up with a foundation course for UPSC CS 2025 and 2026. So the cost here is 20,000 rupees only. So try to join that as well. Okay, and the quality wise, we are giving you the 100% quality, and each and every topic will be discussed along with the recent current affairs. And this is our mains answering course. Here you can click on buy course and you can join the course. So these are some important articles, and this is our news analysis today. And I hope you like the video. So if you really like the class, hit the like button, and please do share this class to your friends also. And one more thing is, don't forget to subscribe to Rathods IS Academy, and do join this mains answering practice course. It is very useful for everyone. Thank you so much for watching.